Bottom of the first inning here in Walla Walla. Elks failed to score after having two runners in scoring position. Noble Ortega, the man on the bump for the Elks, and he's doing something pretty cool tonight as Peyton Knowles will dig in from the left side. Not only is he starting on the mound, making his first start of the summer, but he's in the lineup doing the DH, and this is as close as you're going to get in the West Coast League to Shohei Ohtani. Turquoise glove, straight on with the lefty, and Peyton Knowles will rock and fire the first pitch, and a fastball misses high there. This is the first game that Noble Ortega has started since last summer. He played in some local leagues in Fresno, where he's from. 1-0. Heater runs up. So it's a different spot if you're Noble Ortega. He has 4 appearances on the season, but the preparation going into starting is so much different than coming in out of the pen for just an inning. 2-0 to Knowles. Fastball misses low. And Noble Ortega struggling to find the zone here early. Peyton Knowles had the Elks number out of Seattle U last night. 2 for 4 at the dish with a big 2 RBI double that came in the 5th. The 3-0 fastball, and he walked him on 4 pitches as it misses high. Bringing up Sam Kane with a runner on base and no outs. Kane also in there last night, had a run batted in the 6th. Ortega's pitch. That's ball 5 as it misses high. Just has to find that release point. Obviously, the natural talent and skill is there. He's been good so far this year for the Elks. A 4.5 ERA with 4 strikeouts. 1-0 goes to the curveball, and there's the first strike for Ortega. With where we sit up here in the press box in Walla Walla, you can see the natural wicked movement on that big curveball. 1-1. Goes back to it, and that's a pearl. Called the strike on the outside corner. Peyton Knowles with some speed over there at first as the leadoff man. No bags last night, though. 1-2. Ortega, long flamingo paws in the air with his leg and then comes home and misses away. It was a deceptive effort to hold Knowles at first and just make sure he wasn't stealing. Ended up working out. Ortega's 2-2. Curveball popped up foul and out of play. Sam Kane out of the University of Nevada. Throw over to first. Mason Elrod keeps it in front of him, can't squeeze it. Knowles back safely with the dive. 18 appearances at Nevada with 12 starts this last year. .217 average, 3 doubles, and a couple of RBI. At one point, though, had a 7-game hitting streak. Ortega does the 2-2. Fastball grounded softly to the left side, fielded by Goodman, deep in the 6-hole throw to first. He had no chance. It's an infield single for Sam Kane. As soon as Adam Fulton couldn't cut that ball off at third, it created an extremely difficult angle and route for Will Goodman, and he fielded it deep in the hole. But an infield single. So almost an identical start to what the Elks had in the top of the first. Just flip-flop to walk this time to Knowles. And a single to Kane, bringing up Landon Young with nobody out. Ortega comes home on the curveball. It's called a strike. The defense behind Ortega, it's Sisidko, Nato, and Klosek left to right in the outfield. Fulton and Goodman on the left side of the infield. Jones and Elrod on the right side with Isaac Pfeiffer doing the catching. Ortega's 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Went right through the hardy hack from Landon Young. Had himself a double last night in the 8th and consistently in the heart of this Sweets order. The 0-2. Fastball got him swinging on the inner third. And a good pitch, a great at-bat for Nobel Ortega to get back on track. 1 out. Mateo Rickman will be the bat. Knowles on second, Kane on first. The infield slightly coming in just a tad. Looking to turn 2 anywhere they go. Ortega, long look back at 2. Now the pitch. Changeup runs down and in tight. And as soon as Rickman saw that out of the hand, he signaled to the dugout that that was the changeup. The first they've seen of that pitch from Ortega. You'll see the heater and curveball most consistently as a 2-pitch mix, but also can mix that changeup in. 1-0. Fastball swung on and missed at the top of the zone. Mateo Rickman, 6'2", 215-pounder out of Torrance, California. 0 for 4 in last night's game, batting .231 this summer. 1-1. Curveball down and in tight. Similar to the Springfield Drifters, who the Elks played in the opening weekend at home. Quite a few returners on this Walla Walla Sweets roster from last summer. Some of their better players, too, coming back for another year in Walla Walla. 2-1. Fastball popped up, foul, and out of play just beyond home plate. Rickman attends Cal State Northridge. And in his true freshman season, had a good one in 132 at-bats at .318. Ortega's 2-2. Fastball lined into left field, falling fast and in front of Sisitko for a base hit. Giving the wave around third is Peyton Knowles. The throw is over the head of Adam Fulton, the cutoff man, and Peyton Knowles will slide in safely for the first run of the ball game. Mateo Rickman comes through with his second run batted in this summer. 1-0 Walla Walla. And immediately the Elks in a pickle in this opening frame. Gaines Hawson, the hitter from the right side. Ortega delivers a curveball on the outside corner that's called a strike. After Hawson, it's Demanu, Buckley, Stinson, and Owens to round off the Walla Walla lineup. Team that's 4-3 this summer and has been good over the past couple of games. A 1 curveball misses low. Looking at the WCL standings at the moment, Bend is 2 games back of the first place teams. Corvallis, Yakima, and Marion all 5-2. Walla Walla's at 4-3. The Elks at 3-4 after that loss last night. 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. And it's interesting to be in this position if you're the Elks after starting off 3-0. You obviously never expect this long of a losing streak, but especially when you start off so strong. 1-2 to Hawson. Fastball got him swinging. Blew the heater right by Gaines Hawson, the second strikeout for Nobel Ortega. Andrew Demanu will hit with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Did not see Demanu in last night's game, but a returner from last season. Ortega comes home on a fastball that misses just away. Demanu from Pendleton, Oregon, goes to Eastern Oregon and played in 47 games this last season. Hit .314 with 59 hits. Long peek back at 2 for Ortega. The 1-0. Fastball misses up and away. Getting a healthy lead off a second is Sam Kane. That's why Ortega taking some extra time in between that pitch to take a look back and make sure he wasn't going anywhere. Dancing off a 2, comes home on the curveball, and it's called a strike at the knees. Just looking to limit the damage here early if you're the Bend Elks. Get those bats back into the dugout. 2-1. Fastball fouled right back. It's 2-2. Two outs, runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Walla Walla after the RBI single from Mateo Rickman. Both outs that Ortega's gotten have come via the punch out. The 2-2 slips out of his hand, goes to the backstop, a wild pitch, and both runners move up. Kane now at third, Rickman at second. No harm, no foul, though, with 2 outs if you just make the right pitch. Ortega's 3-2. Curveball grounded, foul, past head coach for the Walla Walla Sweets. Leo Rivera down there at third. The 3-2. Fastball popped up foul and out of play. Staying alive here is Andrew Demanu. Ortega's had to work hard this frame. That pitch count counted up as the inning rolls on. Ortega comes set. His payoff. Fastball skied to shallow center field. Late jump on it was Keaton Nato. Now comes in, reaches up, and makes the catch to end the inning. Great job by Noble Ortega escaping and limiting the damage. Only gives up 1 on the RBI single to Mateo Rickman. To the second, Elks looking to answer when we come back on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the second inning back here in Walla Walla. Elks up to bat, trailing 1-0. First pitch to Noble Ortega is called a strike. Ortega, who was just on the mound a couple of moments ago, had to hurry in, get the batting gloves on, the helmet, and now he's at the dish. 0-1. Change up, popped up, foul, trailing out of play up the third baseline, and will be a souvenir. Ortega, Goodman, and Jones do up this frame. You never want to overlook, despite how much Shohei Ohtani normalizes it, how difficult it is to do what Noble Ortega is doing tonight. 0-2 fastball, got him swinging. And it makes the at-bats, as we just saw in that case for Ortega, at times a lot harder. You just got done. You're tired from throwing an inning of work in time when you usually would be sitting down and resetting for the next frame. Instead, you've got a bat in your hands. Now Will Goodman will swing at the first pitch and foul it off his foot. So, to put a button on it, ultra impressive what Noble Ortega is doing tonight. The 0-1 to Goodman. Change up, cleared foul down the right field line and out of play. Decent crowd tonight in Walla Walla, Saturday night for baseball. Elks got tonight and then tomorrow at 6:05 before getting in the bus and heading back to Bend. 0-2. Fastball grounded softly to the right side of the infield. Fielded by Hawson, the second baseman, his throw to first. 2 outs. Bringing up Braden Jones out of Tacoma Community College. Trey Morse, despite not seeing any time pitching at Gonzaga, when you're the 2025 Player of the Year in Idaho, you're doing something right. First pitch changeup to Jones, trails outside. And he's got good stuff. This could be an arm, a sneaky one for the Sweets that they hold on to. 1-0. Misses down and outside. It's 2-0. Braden Jones, a twitchy middle infielder with a heck of a glove. Morse is 2-0. Fastball popped up. Shallow center field. Coming in is Kane, and he'll make the one-handed grab to end the inning. The Elks go down in order to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Sweets. Bottom of the second inning here in Walla Walla. Elks trail 1-0 in game 2 of 3. Ethan Buckley will lead it off for the Sweets as Ortega fires, and the first pitch is popped up. Foul territory. Elrod trailing it all the way out of play. A souvenir up the first baseline. Buckley, Stinson, and Owens this inning. Did not see Ethan Buckley a night ago. Catcher yesterday was Troy Osborne in the middle of the order. So switching it up here on Saturday. 0-1. Curveball, called a strike on the outside corner. Ortega did give up the 1 run in the first inning, but showed a lot of flashes of brilliance, including a couple of strikeouts. His 0-2. Changeup misses down. Ethan Buckley, a returner to the Walla Walla Sweets, and what stands out about his story and makes it easy to remember that he was on Walla Walla last year, from Cape Town, South Africa, and then ended up coming over here to the States, plays baseball, good backstop. 1-2, fastball, sky to right field. Klosik has a bead on it. Will circle under, reach up, and make the catch. 1 out. Bringing up Bo Stinson, the right fielder tonight for the Walla Walla Sweets. Stinson standing at just 5'9". Ortega's pitch runs in tight, and it hit him on the heel as Stinson was squaring around a bunt and alertly pulled it back and wore it off the heel, shaking it off as he heads down the baseline. That's a rude welcome to the series if you're Stinson. Taking it right off the heel. Appears to be okay, though. This is just his second game in the Sweets lineup. Now the 9-hole batter, Austin Owens, who homered last night. Ortega's first pitch is a fastball that's fouled away and out of play. Owens was in this same 9-hole a night ago, and in the 6th inning delivered a back-breaking 2-out, 2-run home run. Ortega's 0-1. Fastball misses high. And even with the smaller frame, Owens has a lot of pop in his bat. Just at 5'11" from Walnut, California. But that swing he put on the ball, a charge to left center, was an impressive one on Friday. 1-1. Dancing off a second is Stinson. He's going to go. Pitch misses low. Throw down to 2, not in time, and not handled by Jones. A stolen base for Bo Stinson, who got a late jump, and it still worked out for him. Being aggressive on the bases, working there for Walla Walla. And Owens has already had 6 runs batted in this year. 2-1 fastball runs down and in tight. A good job by Pfeiffer keeping it in front of him. Stinson will hold at second. Owens has been tearing the cover off the baseball in 6 games played. A .353 average with 6 RBI. Ortega's 3-1. Curveball just a hair outside. Not sure where that missed, but ball 4 nonetheless. Owens reaches. We get a pretty good vantage point of the strike zone from directly behind home plate in this press box, and you feel like that pitch has already been called a strike tonight. But to the top of the order now with Peyton Knowles. Elks looking to turn 2 on a ground ball. Ortega comes home on the curveball and it misses in tight. Left on left for Ortega, but Peyton Knowles is a tough, tough customer. Out of Seattle University. The ideal leadoff bat. 1-0. Fastball misses away. Knowles from Purdy, Washington, and is currently in the transfer portal after a first-team All-WCC season where he hit .351 with 18 doubles. 2-0. Curveball misses up. And Noble Ortega has to come in. A hit by pitch to Bo Stinson. A walk to Austin Owens. And now Peyton Knowles, who walked his first time through in a 3-0 count. Here it is. Fastball grooved. Center cut. Gets himself back into the count. The free pass has been a story in itself for these Bend Elks. Not being able to attack hitters at a high rate. Dancing off a second is Stinson. It's going to be a double steal. Fastball called to strike, and both runners swipe it. Noble Ortega completely lost track of the base runners. And they each got walking leads, now with 2 runners in scoring position. (3-2) though to Knowles. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Time is now called with the bases loaded and just 1 out, as Wes Harper, the Elks pitching coach, will take a slow walk and go talk to the lefty. Set it in the open, but the first time that Noble Ortega has started a game this year and didn't start a game at all at Fresno Community College. This is his first time starting a game on the mound since last summer, playing in a local league in his hometown in Fresno. Stinson on third, Owens on second, Knowles on first. And the batter will be Sam Kane. Elks already trail 1-0. Sam Kane faced Noble Ortega on the mound, facing him straight on. Going out of the windup. Here it is. First pitch fastball. Called a strike on the inside corner. That'll ease Noble into this situation. A ground ball would get the Elks out of the second inning. Sam Kane had a single in the first. 0-1. Changeup misses low. The corners are in, and Fulton at third and Elrod creeping in at first. Middle infielders and Goodman at short and Jones at second, looking to turn 2 if a ball was hit to them. Ortega rocks and fires. 1-1 curveball, just a hair up. Pfeiffer tried to bring it down but doesn't get the call. And that might be a call you get from Taylor Schneider if you're locating your pitches in the zone at a high clip, but Ortega has 3 free passes this inning. 2-1 fastball, swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Big pitch coming up, pitching for the K or a ground ball. Ortega's 2-2. Fastball, got him swinging, down and away on the pitch. And a huge second out to Sam Kane. Strikeout number 3 for Noble Ortega. And he's 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Just limiting damage goes such a long way to keep the Elks in this thing. Landon Young, the batter. Ortega's pitch is a fastball, and it's popped up. Shallow right field. Elrod trailing out. Jones coming over the second baseman, and he makes the catch. The Bend Elks escape a big, deep breath and a sigh of relief to get out of that inning unscathed. And a wry smile from Noble Ortega as we head to the third inning with the Elks still only trailing by a run. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a few on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the third inning, Elks trail 1-0, 9-1 and 2 up. Starting with Adam Fulton, who puts a charge into a ball on the first pitch he sees to center, but Kane, ranging to his left, will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bend Elks last night got dominated by the Walla Walla starter and DJ Kawahi, who went 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, only 2 runs allowed. And Trey Morris has already shown some shades of dominance. His first pitch to Dmitry Sisidko misses high. This Elks offense is the common denominator and really needs to get going. Morse is 1-0. Fastball misses down and in tight. Sisidko, his first time through, singled on the infield. Just a slow, high ground ball to the left side. 2-0. Fastball misses up. The Elks will take base runners, though, any way they can get them. Sisidko recently committed to Coppin State. Morse, his 3-0 fastball is called a strike right down the heart of the plate. Wind, that American flag in deep center field, blowing harshly from right to left. So a good night to hit for a right-handed bat as the 3-1 fastball misses up and away. Ball 4. Dmitry Sisidko has reached in both at-bats. That's the second walk for Trey Morse. Bringing up Keaton Nadeau, who walked his first time. Sisidko already has stolen a base tonight. I'll throw over to check on him right on cue. He's back with a dive. Just a really twitchy infielder who can also play some outfield. Super utility guy, stole over 20 bases at Saddleback. Throwback over, he was leaning and he's just back. You don't want to get too far off if you're Dmitry Sisidko. Risk in that case getting picked. Throw again, over, and Sisidko's back with a dive. Make that 3 straight times, then Morris has thrown over. And at the college level, especially in summer ball, there's no disengagement penalty. First pitch to Nadeau, a hearty cut and a miss. Keaton Nadeau got hit by a pitch in Marion on his right forearm that sidelined him for a couple of days. Since he's been back, still trying to find his swing. 0-1. Fastball just a hair off the plate. It's 1-1. Talk about making a great first impression, though. Keaton Nadeau in his opening game with the Elks came last Sunday, and he started with a leadoff triple. Just looking to get back to that speedy outfield identity as the 1-1 is swung through. Because when Keaton Nadeau can put it all together, he's a really fun player to watch. But these Elks in general just laboring at the moment. Throw over again. He simply stepped off. They're going to call it a balk. There was a lapse in movement from Trey Morse when he was on the rubber. Maybe too worried about Dmitry Sisitko, and it results in an infraction, allowing for Sisitko to move up to second. 1-2 with one out to Nadeau. Curveball called, strike 3 right at the knees. The second time an Elk has struck out looking. Richie Klosick will bat with 2 men out. Bend had strikeout problems yesterday, punching out 11 times at the plate. Klosick will swing and miss at the first pitch he sees. That's what made the game yesterday fly so much is, man, there just wasn't any offense for the Elks and a lot of swing and miss. Sisitko dances off a second. The 0-1 is a slider that just misses in tight. Some groans from the home faithful here in Walla Walla. Klosick, his first time, popped out to the shortstop and Owens. Funky stance for Klosick. Crouched down, but the hands are high. 1-1 is sprayed foul just over the head of Mason Elrod on deck. Just happy he didn't get drilled. That was close. One, two outs, 1-0. Walla Walla, top 3, 1-0 the score. Morse comes home. Misses low on the pitch and a good block by Buckley. Klosick from Houston, Texas. 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in as a freshman at LMU. 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased down and outside, applying the tag as Buckley on the drop third strike. And that will end the inning. The Elks, after striking out 11 times last night, have already struck out 4 times through 3 innings. To the bottom half after this, 1-0 sweeps on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Bottom of the third inning, Noble Ortega back out there for another inning of work. The first pitch is lined to the high backhander of Will Goodman at short, and he makes the catch. Nice play from the trusty Will Goodman out there at short. Good way to start off this inning. Not a whole lot of offense so far. This is now Gaines Hawson who will jump on the first pitch and rope it down the left field line, foul. Noble Ortega is out there competing. 3 strikeouts through 2 innings. Just about that offense giving him some run support. 0-1 fastball swung on and missed at the top of the zone. It's 0-2. We'll be interested to see how long Ortega goes. Has been used so far this season in short spurts. 0-2, pauses at the top of his delivery, fires home, and it's fouled away. Ortega getting funky, almost like Johnny Cueto in his heyday with the quick pitch and slowing it down from time to time. That time, paused in the air for an extra half second with his right leg to the sky. 2-strike pitch, curveball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Noble Ortega, his 4th K, and there's 2 gone in the third. Andrew Deminu will step in, and Ortega will come home. Fastball is fouled back. Getting loose in the Elks bullpen is the righty Garrett Schmokel, who just wrapped up his 2 years at Everett Community College. With Ortega not used to going deep into games, despite him being successful so far, it's not a surprise to already see pitcher getting loose. 0-1, changeup misses low. Deminu flew out his first time to Keaton Nadeau in center field. Ortega will rock and come home. 1-1 changeup, grounded past the glove of Braden Jones at second and into right field for a base hit. A 2-out knock by Deminu keeps the line moving to Ethan Buckley for the Sweets. Ortega comes home on the curveball, and it's called a strike. Talked a bit about Buckley's story his first time up from Cape Town, South Africa, which is super cool. And this last season at Central Washington, he was really good. Flips an 0-1 pitch foul down the right field line. The numbers jump off the page, a .352 average in just 128 at-bats. But 19 runs batted in, more walks than strikeouts. I'm sure he's been eager to get back out here in Walla. Ortega's 0-2 now with Deminu off of first. Here it is. Changeup grounded softly to the left side. Goodman coming in at short. He'll throw to first in time. Just got the runner in Ethan Buckley, and another steady play from the Elk shortstop in Will Goodman. A good old-fashioned pitcher's duel on a Saturday night in Walla Walla. We're going to the 4th. It's 1-0 Sweets. Mason Elrod will start off the offense for the Elks here in the fourth, and the first pitch will be fouled right back to the netting. Elks trail the Sweets 1-0. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed a whole lot as far as offense goes. The only RBI, only run scored was a Mateo Rickman RBI single in the first, but Elrod puts a charge into this ball. Deep down the left field line, it's high off the wall. Fielding it off the wall is Demonu. His throw into second gets Elrod by maybe 10 feet. Unbelievable. A perfect bounce high off the wall for Mason Elrod. He was sniffing two out of the box. Demonu's throw was perfect, and Elrod was out by a whole lot. You can't fault him. But that's just a tough break with the dimensions here at this Walla Walla Park. Most parks, that's a stand-up double, no doubt. But the bounce off that hard, high wall and left, combined with the throw from Demonu, got Elrod by a bunch. Now Isaac Pfeiffer. Curveball misses low. The frustration just grows on for the Bend Elks. I mean, you find a barrel finally, and that's been something they've been lacking. And then it results in a guy getting thrown out at second. Now 2-0 to Pfeiffer. I'd probably say 10 feet from being a homer as well. 2-0 curveball, tapped foul off the foot of Buckley. Pfeiffer up, then Noble Ortega on deck. The Elks bullpen now quiet, so wonder if Ortega's coming out for another inning. 2-1 to Pfeiffer, fanned on and missed on a pitch on the outside corner. Trey Morse has only given up 2 hits to these Elks, and that was one of them that resulted in Elrod getting thrown out as the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. You wonder, too, if going back to that hit, as Noble Ortega is now up. First pitch changeup misses low. The Elks have Deuce Sims tonight, player for the Elks, as their first base coach, and he's not used to doing that as the 1-0 misses outside. You think about the first base coach position as not being anywhere near as difficult as the third base coach, but still, a player being in that spot, he's not used to saying go, go, go or hold up. And that could have factored into Elrod getting thrown out as the 2-0 to Ortega is batted up the middle, hits off the backhand of Hassan and into shallow center field for a 2-out hit. Noble Ortega with a good barrel going down and getting a changeup. And the inning rolls on. Pitch to Goodman. Fastball misses down and away. Will Goodman has been dealing with some back tightness. Was not in the lineup last night, but is back tonight and is as steady as it comes for this current Elks unit. Take down and away. It's 2-0. From Bend, Oregon. Local product. That type of player that's from Bend, really embraced by the Elks community, and Will has been a part of that same feeling. Ortega off of first, the 2-0. Fastball line into right field, falling fast and down for a base hit. Ortega's going to go from first to third. The throw from Stinson goes all the way past the cutoff man into shallow left. Ortega's going to round third. He will score. Goodman up to second, and the game is tied at 1. A costly error by Bo Stinson in right field, who threw it past the cutoff man, and Ortega didn't stop, kept on running, and ended up scoring from first base. So that won't go down as a run batted in for Will Goodman, but still a great swing. He's now at second for Braden Jones. First pitch to Jones. He's well out in front on a changeup. Oh, 1. Fastball misses high. Sun now poking through the big clouds tonight in Walla Walla. Braden Jones flew out his first time to center field. 1-1. Change up. Called a strike on the outside corner. And looking back to that hit by Will Goodman, you've got to give a lot of credit to Johnny Kemp, too, for seeing that throw, miss the cutoff man initially, and in the blink of an eye, wave Noble Ortega around third. 1-2. Change up. Outside. Kemp being amidst some tough decisions over the last couple of games. That one's going to feel good. Got it right on the money, and he's been as steady as they come as a third base coach. Just some tough spots lately. 2-2 with 2 outs. Change-up line into center field and down for a base hit. Goodman's going to round third and head home and score. The Bend Elks have the lead. It's 2-1. 3 consecutive singles for Bend. And Braden Jones picks up an RBI. Just a feeling of relief. You've been waiting for these timely hits. And finally, it's all coming to fruition in the 4th. Time is now called a Walla Walla mound meeting. Bringing up Adam Fulton. 3 consecutive singles for the Elks. Get into Trey Morse as his first pitch will miss low. Fulton, his first time through, flew out to center. 1-0. Fastball flared down the right field line. Trailing away from Stinson near the bullpen. Will make a grab above his shoe tops, and that will end the inning. But the Bend Elks, how about it? 2 runs in the 4th. Thanks to a Will Goodman single, the Elks score on the error from Stinson and Wright. And then Braden Jones comes through with a big RBI single. Bottom 4 when we return. More Noble Ortega on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Bottom of the fourth inning, Noble Ortega back out there for more as his first pitch is a curveball that misses high and away. Stinson, Owens, and Knowles. 8-9-1 due up against the Elks. Can they keep this momentum? After an inning where they scored multiple runs, fastball misses up and away. They did not score multiple runs in any frame last night. So good to get back on track. 2-0 fastball, popped, foul, and out of play. We've known, though, with this Elks pitching staff, it's been thin from a depth perspective, so you want to get as much length and insurance runs from this offense as possible. 2-1. Fastball misses up and away. Bo Stinson was hit by a pitch in his first AB. This was the part of the order for the Walla Walla Sweets where Noble Ortega kind of started to lose him a bit. Hit by pitch to Stinson, walk to Owens, and then a walk to Knowles at the top of the order. As the changeup is flipped into shallow right field, and it falls in front of Richie Klosik for a leadoff single. Bo Stinson picks up the knock, and now Austin Owens will dig in. This is a guy that has tormented Bend in just one game so far with that big hit. Walked his first time. Ortega comes home, squares to bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. Austin Owens from Grand Canyon University. Teal batting gloves. He rocks from the right side. 0-1 fastball misses up and away. Dancing off of first was Bo Stinson. And Ortega got caught up in that game when he raised his right leg, was peering at Stinson the whole way. And it made his fastball, frankly, miss well outside. 1-1. Goes to the slide step. Curveball just a bit off. 2026, Owens was just a true freshman at GCU. Only 14 at-bats. Throw over to first to check on Stinson, who's back with a dive. It was on one hop, and Elrod had to dig it out. But in those at-bats, Owens didn't have a batting average. No hits. And you wouldn't be able to tell with how he's swinging it here in Walla Walla. 2-1. Curveball misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. You get in trouble if you're a starting pitcher if you start messing around with the bottom of the order. And that's the spot that Noble Ortega's in. Has to challenge Owens, who's already done some damage. Instead, he'll throw over first to check on Stinson, who's back with a dive. Bo Stinson in the second inning, when he first got on, he stole a base. Has speed. 3-1 fastball. Misses up and away. Ball 4. That is walk number 4 for Noble Ortega. Free pass number 5 if you count the hit by pitch earlier. And that's against batters 8 and 9 in the lineup, so you turn it to the top of the order. And now Peyton Knowles gets to hit with 2 runners on base as a mound meeting ensues between the entire infield surrounding Noble Ortega. Garrett Schmokel, the righty, now getting loose at a much quicker rate down there in the Elks bullpen. You wonder if Peyton Knowles, as the leadoff man, will think about bunting here. Has a ton of speed in that player archetype where he could get one down in theory. Ortega comes home, does not square, and he'll take a fastball that's called a strike on the outside corner. Some groans on that one, too. Ortega, peek back at 2, now the 0-1. Miss is down and away, and it goes to the backstop. Stinson will move up to third. Owens moves up to second. A costly wild pitch for Nobel Ortega. Now the Walla Walla Sweets, without even bunting anybody over, get those 2 runners in scoring position. Corners playing in, middle infield, slightly shifted to the pull side. 1-1, broken bat, completely sawed off into the Bend Elks dugout. Jones fields it at second, his throw to first, not in time. Coming in to score on the play is Bo Stinson. Moving up to third is Austin Owens. But man, I was distracted by the flying piece of lumber that almost took off the head of Johnny Kemp down there in the first base dugout. You rarely see a bat get completely snapped into 2. And all that Peyton Knowles had left in his hand was the handle, as the red barrel of the bat hit off the netting just above the Elks dugout and almost kicked down and hit Johnny Kemp. Runners on the corners with no outs. Change up, ripped down the third base line, just foul by maybe a couple of feet. I'm curious to see how they rule that last play, because it was a tough play from Braden Jones coming in. And Mason Elrod couldn't dig it out. But man, taking off on the pitch is Knowles. Fastball misses high, throw down to second, goes all the way there. And Owens comes in to score. It's 3-2 Walla Walla. And you rarely see that miscue unless it's at lower levels of baseball with runners on the corners to throw a ball all the way down to second. That is inexcusable from the Bend Elks. As time is called and a pitch clock violation on Nobel Ortega, the wheels are starting to come off in the 4th inning out of nowhere. Sam Kane is the batter. 1-2 the count. Ortega's pitch misses low. Knowles will steal third on the pitch as Ortega forgot about him. He would have stolen it standing up. He got such a big jump. It started off with the leadoff single to Bo Stinson. Infield comes in. 2-2 fastball, well high and outside. It's 3-2. Just costly mental mistakes from these Elks. Ortega comes set with Knowles at third, the 3-2. Curveball fouled off of the mask of Isaac Pfeiffer. And we'll do it again. Sam Kane is 1 for 2. Three-two. Fastball popped foul and out of play. Stinson singled, then Owens walked. Then Knowles grounded a ball to the shortstop and Braden Jones after being sawed off, and we're still waiting to see if it was called an error or a hit. And then madness ensued, truly. 3-2. Changeup crushed. Deep down the left field line, it's going to go off the wall. Knowles will score with ease. Rounding first and heading to second is Sam Kane. The throw goes off the glove of Will Goodman. He can't corral it on the cutoff, and it's 4-2 Sweets. That might be it for Noble Ortega, and it is. The Elks, moments ago, were ahead 2-1. Blink of an eye, it's 4-2 Sweets. Garrett Schmokel, the new pitcher, when we return. Noble Ortega's night is done. But he'll stay in the game as the designated hitter. We'll step aside and be back after this. New pitcher into the ballgame for the Bend Elks is the righty Garrett Schmokel facing Landon Young. Sam Kane out at second. The first pitch to Landon Young is roped into left field and down for a base hit. Scoring with ease is Sam Kane, rumbling into second with an RBI double is Landon Young, and it's 5-2 Sweets. You felt like things may have started to be different tonight after that top of the fourth inning. The Elks finally scored 2 in one frame. And now 4 runs in the bottom of the fourth without recording an out. Garrett Schmokel out of Everett Community College looking to find a way to get out of this inning. But man, it has been frustrating. 5 straight base runners have reached, mental miscues galore. And now Mateo Rickman the bat. Schmokel's pitch. Fastball up and away for a ball. Mateo Rickman is 1 for 2. He had the first run batted in for the Sweets back in the first. Lined out his last time. Out at second is Landon Young after the double. 1-0. Breaking ball. Called a strike on the outside corner. Schmokel's had 1 appearance so far with the Elks that came on June 3rd against the Berries. Went 2 innings, 3 Ks, and didn't allow a run. 1-1. Stealing third is Young. Pitch misses low. He'll steal it with ease, round third, and stay there. But amidst the Elks getting hit around, they're forgetting about the runners on the bases. These Walla Walla Sweets are stealing with ease. Infield has to come in. The 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. I'll tally it up as quickly as I can, but just looking at the scorecard right now, it looks like 3 stolen bases, maybe 4. It's been ugly this inning. 2-2. Fastball popped up, shallow right field, falling fast near the line and foul. Richie Closa gave it a long chase as his hat fell off in the process. Yesterday, once the Elks went down, they weren't able to recover. And they didn't face a deficit this large until the later stages. It's going to be a tall task. 2-2. Fastball crushed into left center and down for another base hit. 6-2 Sweets. Mateo Rickman, his second RBI of the night. This is an absolutely I lost track of what adjective to use to describe it, but it has been an inning to forget for the Bend Elks. A 5 spot now without recording an out. And Gaines Hassan will swing and miss at the first pitch he sees. The ball just not bouncing the Bend Elks' way. Throw over to check on Rickman, who's back with a dive. Just looking to get that first out. Still a long way to go in this game. 0-1 to Hassan. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Hassan has been one of the few Walla Walla Sweet batters that the Elks have contained. 2 strikeouts tonight. 0-2. Got him swinging on a fastball, and that's the first out of the 4th. A hat trick in Gaines Hassan's first 3 ABs. Now Andrew Deminu will foul off a breaking ball off of Isaac Pfeiffer. Garrett Schmokel at Everett Community College had good numbers this last season. Was telling me today, too, that his brother is playing for the Corvallis Knights this summer. Throw over to check on Rickman, who's back with a dive. And the Elks take on Corvallis next weekend, so that'll be really cool. The 2 bros reuniting in a little WCL rivalry. 0-1 fastball misses up. Looking at the numbers at Everett, 13 1/3, a 6.07 ERA, but 16 Ks to just 9 walks. As the 1-1, he flips over a filthy breaking ball. And Deminu swung over the top of it. Eight hits already for Walla Walla in the 4th with 6 runs. 1-2. Rounded up the third base line and fair. Rounding second and heading to third is Rickman. Sasidko can't pick it up. Moving up on the back end is Andrew Deminu. Another double for the Sweets. It would have been a double anyway, even if Sasidko couldn't pick it up. You want to be as optimistic as possible always, but this is unequivocally the worst inning of baseball the Elks have played in 2026. Now Ethan Buckley will take a fastball outside. 5 runs in, still just 1 out. And runners on second and third still. Corners will creep in, middle infielders stay back. The 1-0. Curveball fouled back. Buckley represents the 9th batter of this inning. They have batted all the way around, starting off against Nobel Ortega and now against Garrett Schmokel in relief. His 1-1 with 1 out. Skied to straightaway center field. Keita Nadeau will make the catch. Tagging at third is Mateo Rickman. The throw goes into third, and Rickman will score. 7-2. An RBI sacrifice fly from Mateo Rickman. Holding at second is Andrew Demanu. Bo Stinson, who led off this inning, will now hit with 2 outs. Schmokel fires a fastball that runs down and in tight. The glove popped off of Isaac Pfeiffer. It appears that he will be okay. One-0. Curveball misses in tight, and Pfeiffer couldn't catch it. Moving up to third is Andrew Demanu, and I wonder if Isaac Pfeiffer's hurt. The glove came off of him on the last pitch, and then this one he's unable to squeeze. That's something to keep an eye out on. The Elks only have 2 catchers on this roster, and Alan Cox has emphasized they cannot lose any of them. 2-0. Fastball misses up. He squeezes that one and appears to be all right. Bo Stinson has reached twice. 3-0 the count. Schmokel fires a fastball that's called a strike on the outside corner. This inning has felt like an eternity. The top half, if you were to say this would happen in the bottom, it'd be hard to believe. Schmokel's 3-1. Changeup lined into left field and down for a base hit. Coming in to score is Andrew Demanu, and it goes by Dmitry Sisitko. To second is Bo Stinson, and the error on Sisitko allows for an extra base. It's 8-2 Walla Walla. This is getting ridiculous. Will Goodman just jogged out to chat with Garrett Schmokel and give him some encouragement. This hasn't all been on the righty. Austin Owens will hit with 2 outs. Schmokel fires. Curveball misses down and away. Elks are going to hope for some length out of Garrett Schmokel. He didn't make any starts at Everett this last year. But you need some arms for tomorrow too, regardless of how tonight goes. 1-0 fastball misses up. Austin Owens has walked twice tonight. Productive in that reverse leadoff spot in the 9-hole. 2-0 changeup, called the strike on the outside corner. Trey Morris has sat for a long, long time. Probably for over 30 minutes from the end of the top of the 4th to now. And the Walla Walla Sweets have a new righty warming up in the bullpen. That could be a factor as the 2-1 slider is popped up. Shallow right field. Falling fast and falling in. Coming in to score is Bo Stinson. An RBI bloop single makes it 9-2 in the Bermuda Triangle and right, where neither Elrod, Jones, nor Klosick could get there. Bringing up Peyton Knowles, who will take a breaking ball outside. An 8-run 4th inning for the Walla Walla Sweets has put the Elks severely behind the 8 ball. Throw over to first to check on Owens. There's been RBIs galore. It was mostly off of Nobel Ortega, and then since Garrett Schmokel has entered, he's also struggled. Fastball misses up and away. The Elks are laboring. Baseball's a hard game, and on the brink now, down 7 of losing their 5th straight. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. But you always got to remember the hindsight, and that's something the players need to remember as well, is a long summer ahead. So even just winning an inning goes a long way. 2-1 changeup misses down and in. But they're laboring out there. Jones shifted into shallow right. The 3-1. Check swing, foul ball. Foul just off the facing of the third base dugout. Sun beaming off of the glorious American flag in center. Good night for ball. 3-2 fastballs fouled off of Isaac Pfeiffer. Moving on the pitch was Peyton Knowles with 3-2 and 2 outs. The pitch home. Change up. Grounded softly to the right of Jones. He'll field there, throw to first. And this inning that couldn't get much worse is finally over. A round of applause given to the Sweets faithful from this crowd, and they deserve it. Just an incredible inning. My scorebook is quite messy. We're going to try to figure this thing out. To the 5th, 9-2 Walla Walla. Here on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 5th inning. It's good to say that after a 4th inning that did not go the Elks' way, to say the least. Now trailing 9-2. And a new pitcher on the mound for Walla Walla against the top of the order for the Bend Elks. This is Easton Corey, the 6'6", 230-pound righty. Big frame on the 0-1. Slider misses down and away. I said I had to check my scorebook, and I'm still trying to figure out each of the sequences, in all honesty with you, because I mark all runs scored in green, and there's a lot of green. 1-1 misses down and away. Every batter came to the plate. I believe 4 came to the plate twice. Two one. Fastball, called a strike, down and away. Easton Corey, 2 appearances so far this summer, just an inning and 2/3. 2-2 fastball, grounded softly to the second baseman on the dive in Hawson, but his throw to first is not in time. And Dmitry Sisidko has been one of the lone bright spots despite the defensive miscue last inning. Offensively, he's reached all 3 plate appearances. We'll now bring up Keaton Nadeau. On the first pitch fastball, he'll take in tight. One 0. Fastball line down the right field line, hooking foul. Nadeau is 0 for 2 with a walk and a looking strike 3. Elks have another arm warming up in the bullpen in Jabari Simon. 1-1 to Corey. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Easton Corey from Easton Corey from Eastern Oregon. From Pendleton, Oregon originally, as the 2-strike pitch is fouled away. In 2026, he worked a lot for Eastern Oregon. 62 1/3, had a 3-7 record, but a 5.78 ERA. Really good strikeout to walk ratio. 60 punch-outs to just 39 free passes as the 2-strike pitch. Check swing, missed down and away. Bryce Reeves, the base umpire, gets the appeal and says he did not go. Nadeau out of Cal State San Bernardino, entering his junior season. 2-strike pitch is hit well to center field. Going straight back on it, though, is Kane. He'll make the catch for the first out, and Sisidko retreats to first. Good wood by Keaton Nadeau, but it didn't go anywhere. Now Richie Klosik will hit. First pitch home, misses up on the fastball. Richie Klosik, 0 for 2 tonight. Man out of Houston, Texas. 1-0. Curveball misses in tight. This is going to allow for Dmitry Sisidko to move up to second. On the wild pitch, you could also call it a pass ball. It's one that Buckley should have squeezed, but they'll likely keep it wild pitch. Richie Klosik, not only from Texas, but a big representative of that region when it comes to youth baseball, as the 2-0 is fouled away. Klosik played in the 2018 Little League World Series as the Southwest region representative for Post Oak Little League. And on their run to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, he was instrumental. 2-1 heater misses low. Was looking back at some clips and uncovered one where Klosik blasted a clutch 2-run homer in the first inning against Oklahoma. And that helped Post Oak secure an 8-0 shutout victory and a ticket to the World Series that year. Foul off the 3-1. So whenever Richie and I do that elk call at some point in the next couple of weeks, that will be absolutely one of the main questions I ask him, because playing on the biggest stage, the Little League World Series broadcast to millions, to now playing Division I college baseball is pretty cool. 3-2, grounded softly to the first base side and just foul, as it was fielded by Knowles on just the foul side of first base. Klosik will walk back and grab his bat. At the next level, there's been a lot of guys that have gotten their start in Little League. The one that immediately comes to mind is Cody Bellinger. He was the West representative during his heyday when he was coming up in Little League, one of the better players in California, and now one of the better players in baseball. 3-2. Curveball grounded, foul. And even with the gripes and the criticism that comes with Little League, a lot of people saying, oh, it's not the real sport, they don't lead off, etc. The talent, the coaching, it all has been there for quite some time. 3-2 again. Fastball, misses high, ball 4. They appeal down to Bryce Reeves, but Richie Klosik barely even attempted to swing, so there was really no need for that. Oaks have a couple of runners on for Mason Elrod. I feel like Mason Elrod's last at-bat really epitomized and encapsulated this Elks road trip thus far. As the first pitch home is hit well to deep left center field. Kane and Demonu are giving chase, and Demonu somehow catches it deep in the alleyway on the track. The throw comes into the cutoff man. Both runners tag. But Mason Elrod almost got every stitch of that baseball. And hold on, it's a double play. How? I believe they maybe said that Richie Klosik didn't tag. Bryce Reeves signals Richie Klosik out at second base. That's a weird one. It looked like in real time that Richie Klosik caught it. Or he didn't catch it, but the left fielder caught it. Klosik went back to the bag and then tagged up. I believe that's what the call was. It had something to do with Richie Klosik's base running. I mean, I frankly was paying attention to where that Mason Elrod ball was going, to deep left center field, that was somehow tracked down. So we'll call it a double play on a defensive infraction, no tag. When things aren't going well in baseball, it gets bizarre. And tonight has been quite peculiar. To the bottom of the 5th, 9-2 Walla Walla on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Sam Kane will start off this frame for the Walla Walla Sweets against the new pitcher for the Elks in Jabari Simon. 9-2 Walla Walla, just the bottom of the fifth. And crazy enough, we're already close to that total game time from yesterday, with still a lot of innings to play, as the 1-0 is grounded past the diving glove of Adam Fulton and into shallow left for another Walla Walla hit. Bringing up Landon Young. Simon comes home. Fastball misses low. Jabari Simon, also from Everett Community College. Had a bit of a rocky 2026 campaign. Curveball misses up and away, or correction, that was his 24-25 campaign that was rocky. The 2026 year was awesome. 30 2/3, 27 Ks to 20 walks, and a 1.76 ERA. 2-0 to Young is fouled away just beyond home plate. Young in that fourth inning, where Walla Walla scored 8, had an RBI double. Will sky the 2-1 pitch to shallow right. Klosick will move over to his left and make the catch. Kane back to first. There's one out. It's hard to come back at any level of baseball when the opposing team scores 8 runs in 1 inning. Now a new batter will take a fastball for a strike. This is Jonah Chang, 5'10" infielder from Victoria, British Columbia. Just 1 AB so far this summer, came on May 30th against Yakima, where he was retired. 0-1 is lined into straightaway center field, but Nadeau is there. He'll go back and make the catch for the second out. This might be the stage of the game where we get some more substitutions than normal, so I got to stay on top of it here. Gaines Hawson, though, has been in this whole time, and he'll bat again for the 4th time. Simon delivers. Fastball that's called a strike on the outside corner. It's getting chilly as the night gets later here in Walla Walla. Now 60 degrees with some wind. 0-1 curveball misses outside. Definitely happy to be in the press box. You'll see hoodies galore from the Saturday night crowd in Walla Walla. Same with the Elks dugout. All repping the hoodies. Hawson already with a hat trick tonight. 3 strikeouts at the dish. 1-1 misses down and in tight. Pfeiffer kicks away from him. Moving up on the wild pitch is the runner in Sam Kane, and he's just there as the throw is just late by Isaac Pfeiffer. It just squirted away from Pfeiffer. The changeup kicked off the left side of his chest guard and went that same direction. Good read by Kane, seeing the dirt ball. 2-1. Fastball called a strike at the base of the zone. 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Simon comes home. Fastball got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Good work by Jabari Simon. To the 6th. Elks still trail 9-2 on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Back here, top of the 6th inning. Elks trail 9-2. Isaac Pfeiffer, the batter, as he'll take outside. 3-0 on the count. Still going is the tall righty. Firing a fastball that's called a strike. Pfeiffer thought it was ball 4. Getting that leadoff base runner on for the Elks would do wonders, and they do. So Isaac Pfeiffer will reach on the leadoff walk. Noble Ortega still able to stay in this game despite being the starting pitcher. Using him as a DH as well, similar to what the Dodgers do with Shohei Ohtani. The pitch misses down. Good stop by Buckley, keeping it in front of him. Easton Corey still going for the Walla Walla Sweets, the big tall righty. Elks got a hit and a walk off of him last inning, but that double play to end the frame got rid of all momentum. 1-0 pitch is called a strike at the knees. It was a fly out into the deep alleyway of left center field by Mason Elrod, and then it looked like Richie Klosik didn't tag up. 1-1. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner. Put the Elks in tough position. One, two. Changeup misses low. A good read on a dirt ball by Pfeiffer. Throw down a second, not in time. So on the wild pitch, Isaac Pfeiffer was ready to run. And good awareness there, getting the Elks a runner in scoring position. Gives Noble Ortega an opportunity with a runner there. Corey's 2-2. Fastball misses up and away. Noble Ortega has been a good bat for the Bend Elks. A lot of power from the left side. Corey, long look at 2, now the 3-2 is fouled away down the left field line. Noble Ortega really unique with his stance. One thing about it that stands out is his grip. Where most players keep both hands completely on the handle of the bat, his top hand has his index finger almost leaking out. 3-2. Fastball grounded softly. Right back up the middle. Hassan kicks it at second. And E4 allows Noble Ortega to reach. That was as routine gets. And Gaines Hassan just missed it. If the Sweets can have an 8-run inning, the Elks got to think, why not us too? It all starts with just keeping the line moving, though. Will Goodman, the batter. First pitch he'll see. He'll swing through. Pfeiffer at third, Ortega at first. No outs in the top of the 6th, but the Elks trail 9-2. 0-1 fastball misses down and away. Good to see Will Goodman back in the lineup today after dealing with some back tightness. When he's in there, he's as good as anybody, as the 1-1 is fouled back. Had a highly decorated senior season in Bend. Was at Bend High School and was a 5A first-team infielder. Hit over 400 with 32 hits, and then went to Pepperdine for his freshman year where he didn't see the field too much. 1-2. Change up. Called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. Taylor Schneider didn't know how many strikes there were. He signaled the 2-strike as an umpire instead of ringing Goodman up initially. But a backwards K is the first out of the inning for Bend. Now bringing up Braden Jones. Fastball, called a strike. Jones had an RBI single his last time through. That was the 4th inning where the Elks somehow had the lead in this game. Ortega's going to take off on the 0-1. Jones taps the pitch foul. And it's 0-2. Jones took a hanging changeup right down the heart of the plate. Hit it right back up the middle. And it gave the Elks at that point a 2-1 lead. Since that moment, 8 unanswered runs from Walla Walla. Here's the 0-2. Check swing on a curveball down the appeal. Bryce Reeves says he did not. As Corey, the tall righty, will crack a smile. He thought he had strike 3. Cotton candy sky lighting up the left field sky just beyond the wall. 1-2. Changeup misses down. A good stop by Buckley. Elks bullpen still quiet, so we'll see Jabari Simon again in the bottom of the 6th. Braden Jones, currently in the transfer portal, was at Tacoma Community College this last season. Ortega's going to take off. Fastball fouled straight back, just off the netting. And Ortega will have to retreat. Had 21 runs batted in at Tacoma CC from Washington. But Alan Cox has raved about his demeanor, the way he goes about his business, and frankly, the potential that he has. 2-2. Fastball, called, strike 3 at the knees. That was a gift from home plate umpire Taylor Schneider on a pitch that was well down for the 2nd out. Once again, I'll echo that right here behind home plate, we got a good look at the strike zone, and that was not a strike. Braden Jones knew it too, got the bat taken out of his hands, and now Adam Fulton will take the first pitch he sees and hit it foul up the first baseline. Jackson Kendall, Elks starter a night ago, now the first base coach for the Elks. It started with Deuce Sims. They're rotating players over there. And now the tall righty, the doppelganger of Paul Skeens. Noble Ortega will get a walking lead and steal second without a throw as the 0-1 pitch is fired in for a strike. So now a base hit from Adam Fulton. Infielder out of George Fox would bring in 2 for the Elks. Corey comes set. His 0-2. Breaking ball, grounded softly to the left side. Fielded by the shortstop Owens. His throw across the diamond is in time. And that will end the inning. More runners stranded in scoring position for the Elks to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-2 on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Home half of the 6th inning here in Walla Walla. 9-2 the score. Elks trail. Andrew Deminu, the batter. As the first pitch, curveball will miss down and outside. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Aiden O'Neill up here in the booth as always. Simon's 1-0. Fastball grounded foul. If you're listening to us on YouTube, that means you're on the Bend Elks Baseball YouTube page. And I encourage all of you to go and hit subscribe. We broadcast all of our home games with live camera action, just like you see at every home stadium in the WCL, as Deminu will rope one to Goodman on one hop. Goodman kicks it, and it's another Elks error. But with that said, subscribe. Our lovely new producer, Pierce Gordon, who is a fellow Sun Devil just like me, helping us out, making the stream look great. And if you hit subscribe, as the first pitch to Ethan Buckley misses outside, goes to the backstop, moving up to second is Andrew Deminu. We're looking to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can do some cool things. We continue to progress the Bend Elks community because it is truly one of the best there is. 1-0 fastball, called the strike on the outside corner. Next home game for the Elks will be on Tuesday. Once this game's wrapped up, one more tomorrow here in Walla Walla that will wrap up the 6-game road trip. Then a long bus ride back home as the fastball misses down and in tight. Another wild pitch. Moving up to third is Andrew Deminu. And Isaac Pfeiffer working hard back there tonight to try to keep these balls in front of him. Infield stays back. Everybody playing Buckley pretty straight up. Had an RBI sac fly as last time. As the 2-1 is flared into shallow left, it gets down for a base hit. Deminu's going to come in to score. It is 10-2 Walla Walla. Bringing up Landon Runyon, a new batter for the Sweets from the left side. Will take a curveball that's called a strike. 5'11", 205 pounds from Huntington Beach. And in the games he has played, he's been really good. A .455 average for the Sweets. And that's in 13 at-bats. This is number 14 as he fouls back the 0-1. Runyon left on left with Simon. It started with the Will Goodman error at the beginning of this inning. Deminu came all the way around to score. Runyon goes to Whitman, who plays right here at Borleski Stadium, as the 0-2 curveball misses wayward, that it goes behind the new batter in Landon Runyon and allows for Buckley to move up to second. That is 3 wild pitches in the last couple of minutes from Jabari Simon. Runyon coming in for Bo Stinson will likely stay in and play defense as the 1-2 fastball is called strike 3 on the outside corner. So Jabari Simon picks up a strikeout. bringing up Austin Owens. Fastball misses low. One 0. Fastball cued foul and might have caught a piece of Isaac Pfeiffer as Austin Owens is checking on the Bend Elks catcher. They're shifting Owens to the pull side. He's reached in all 3 ABs and had an RBI single in that big fourth. 1-1. Fastball fouled right back. I'll say it again, it's pretty remarkable that Austin Owens didn't get any playing time at GCU, because he's a good player. And so far in this WCL season, despite batting 9th in the Walla Walla Sweets batting order, he's been really good. 1-2, check swing, got him swinging. There's the good old broadcaster jinx. 2 gone. And to the top of the order with Peyton Knowles. Knowles has been great tonight. RBI single his last time, as he'll take a fastball that misses outside. So far this season, as the fastball is grounded to Braden Jones at second. He boots it, picks it up on the second chance, throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. To the 7th inning, the Walla Walla Sweets get in a run on the Ethan Buckley RBI single. It is 10-2. But I'll keep you here to just echo the point I was going to make. Walla Walla, one other time this season, has scored double-digit runs, and that was against Yakima on May the 31st. They've had a really good offense all season long, but this is another time where they have double digits in the run column. It's going to take a lot for the Elks to come back here down late. And while we have you, let's take a look around the West Coast League scoreboard here on Saturday, June 6th. The Ridgefield Raptors lead the Port Angeles Lefties 3-1 in the top of the 8th. Kelowna on top of Victoria 8-0 in the top of the 8th. Marion at Yakima on top 6-2 after Yakima took the opener big. That game's in the 9th. Nanaimo beating Edmonton 3-0 in the top of the 9th. Bellingham and Springfield, they're in a good one after a great extra inning battle last night. 7-6 Bell's bottom 8. Go tune into that one. Kamloops trails Wenatchee 5-0 in the bottom of the 7th. And an offensive onslaught for the Portland Pickles tonight, who have, for their standards, after winning the WCL in 2024, making the championship last year, they haven't been up to that level in the first year without Mark Magdaleno, their longtime head coach. But they're up 8-0 over Corvallis in the top of the 8th. That will be the next series that the Elks play in the WCL against those Knights at Gena. So make sure to get your tickets for next weekend. Top of the order due up for the Elks, starting with Dimitri Sasidko against another new arm for the Walla Walla Sweets, the Southpaw. 1-0. Changeup misses down. Dimitri Sasidko has reached in all 3 plate appearances, a rare bright spot in quite a dull game. Elks have 9 outs to play with to try to make something happen. 2-0 by Dimitri Sisidko's flared into shallow left field. Diving is Deminu. He cannot make the catch. Sisidko will round first and stay there. Dimitri. Another knock. A 3-hit night for Sisidko. And correction, that wasn't Deminu, who has been playing left field. We've got some movement. Runyon is now in left. I can tell you that for a fact. And once I know the other outfielders, we'll update you quickly as possible. This is Ryland Blair, the lefty, by the way, as Nadeau will swing at the first pitch he sees, flip it into right field. It falls in for a base hit. Sisidko is going to round second, head to third. The throw goes into second, and Nadeau's there safely. A bloop double for the Cal State San Bernardino outfielder. And the Elks have 2 runners in scoring position. Sometimes you just don't have to hit it hard. Dimitri Sisidko flipped in a single, and then Nadeau does the exact same thing. And Richie Klosik will get to hit with a couple of ducks on the pond. For Ryland Blair, the lefty. One other appearance against Yakima on the 29th. First pitch to Klosik is fouled right back. In that game on the 29th, when a third of an inning gave up 2 runs, so his ERA is absolutely ballooned at 54. But we have obviously know that doesn't tell the full story. Quick mound visit from Ethan Buckley, and now he'll go back behind the squat. Ryland Blair attends Whitworth College from Pasco, Washington. Man, in 2026, 35 1/3 with Whitworth, a 4.84 ERA. 0-1. Klosik will take a breaking ball that misses low. Richie tonight 0 for 2 with a walk that came in the 5th. The Walla Walla Sweet, the Onion mascot running around just in front of us. 1-1. Fastball demolished deep to left field with some backspin. Runyon's going back. He's looking up. Sayonara. Richie Klosik, a 3-run homer. It's 10-5. He took a hanging changeup, and it's not coming back. The first of the summer for Richie. Still a long way to go, but a good sign getting back into this game, and now down by just 5. Brings up Mason Elrod, who will take a curveball that misses low. Richie Klosik was parking balls into left field during batting practice that looked just like that on multiple occasions. And then in the game, comes through with that same swing. 1-0 to Elrod is a fastball that misses up and away. To Elrod is a fastball that misses up and away. And time is now called by Landon Young, the Walla Walla third baseman. He's going to come in and have a chat with the lefty. Elrod roped a single back in the 4th inning that bounded off the wall, and I never finished my thought, but that has really encapsulated the Elks' offensive rallies of sometimes it's there, but it's not complete. as the 3-0 fastball misses in tight. Ball 4. That is 4 straight batters that have reached base for the Bend Elks. And time is now called, as Mason Elrod's going to be lifted for Deuce Sims. Deuce Sims will take his helmet and go run at first. A good night for Mason Elrod with a hit and a walk. So Sims will likely stay in at first base when the Elks are back on the field. Pitch home to Pfeiffer is called a strike. Isaac Pfeiffer been working hard behind the dish all night long. Walked his last time in the 6th. This has been rocky, though, from the lefty Blair. 0-1 curveball. Misses down and in type. Still 9 outs to play with if you're the Elks, and I encourage everybody to not go anywhere because you just never know. You truly don't. 1-1. Changeup fouled right back. And even at this stage in the summer, if you can mount some sort of comeback, even if it's not coming all the way back, that does a lot from a belief perspective to get that dugout back into this game. Sims off of first with an average lead. 1-2. Change up. Misses in tight to Isaac Pfeiffer. Saw some time a year ago with the Bend Elks. I'm also with the Bend Bucks. For the majority of it, Elks lower affiliate in 2025 as the 2-2 fastball right down the heart of the plate and taken for strike 3. There have been way too many backwards Ks for the liking of Alan Cox. The Elks have somehow struck out looking 5 times. That is perplexing to watch that many pitches go by in 2-strike counts. Now Noble Ortega take a fastball that misses in tight. One big swing and you're really back in this game. Yes, Richie Klosik's big 3-run home run was nice, but you need more. 1-0. Fastball grounded foul up the first baseline. Stinson is now obviously out of the game, so there is a new right fielder, but still waiting on that name. As soon as we have it, we'll get it for you. 1-1 to Ortega. Changeup popped up. Shallow left field. Runyon is there. He'll come in, reach up, and make the catch. 2 gone. Now Will Goodman, the batter. Fastball swung on and missed at on the first pitch home. Had an RBI in that 4th inning where the Elks scored 2. Or wasn't an RBI because of the error on Stinson as he threw it past the cutoff man. Simpler times that was, just a couple of frames ago. 0-1 to Goodman. Skies a ball. Deep to center field, but Kane's got a beat on it. He'll go back, make the catch, and that will end the inning. Stretch time here in Walla Walla. The Elks, though, they score 3 on the 3-run blast by Richie Klosik. They still trail by 5 here at Borleski Stadium. We'll be back right after this on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Bottom of the 7th inning, Jabari Simons still working for the Elks against the righty Sam Kane. First pitch heater will be called a strike. Kane, Young, and Chang do up this frame. Jabari Simon has been a bright spot in this pitching staff that struggled as the 0-1 fastball is popped up. To straightaway center field, Nadeau moves over and makes the catch. Most of the fans here tonight have dispersed as we're getting late, trusting that their Walla Walla suites will ultimately hold on. But Jabari Simon coming off a good year at Everett, taking on the challenge tonight to limit the damage and eat innings. His curveball misses low to Landon Young. But looking at it, 2 1/3 innings pitched right now after that out as the 1-0 misses down. Just 2 hits allowed and 1 run. He's also had 3 strikeouts and hasn't been afraid to pound the zone. Simon's 2-0. Curveball misses away. Landon Young with an RBI double. Came in the 4th. 3-0 fastball, though, misses in tight. And once again, Pfeiffer couldn't squeeze it. I still think, maybe the coaches haven't realized it, but there's something to Isaac Pfeiffer not catching these balls. Maybe it's a thumb issue or the wrist, but he's not squeezing it like he normally does. This is Chang, who will take a fastball that's called a strike. Chang in his first at-bat off the bench flew out to the center fielder in Nadeau. 0-1, runner on the move. Changeup is skied to center field, right at Nadeau. Retreating is Young. Nadeau will catch it. And there's 2 outs. Jabari Simon keeps getting soft contact and is working hard as we'll get another pinch hitter. Simon works. Fastball misses down and in tight. This is Isaac Torres from Bakersfield, California. 3 games played so far with the Sweets. Still looking for that first hit. Off a first is Landon Young. 1-0 fastball, misses down and in tight, stopped by Pfeiffer. Isaac Torres from Colorado Mesa, one of the top D2 programs in the country. Same spot that middle infielder for the Sweets, who's not in there tonight, Trevor T. That's where he attends. Young's going to take off on the 2-0. Pitch misses up, throw down to second. Not in time. That is another stolen base for the Walla Walla Sweets. I believe that's number, and we'll have the stats check me if I'm wrong, number 6 tonight for the Sweets, as the 3-0 fastball misses low and in tight for ball 4. Eight total free passes, and the way I do it is combine hit by pitches, walks, and errors. Just free ways that the Sweets are getting on base. Andrew Deminu will dig in for his 3rd at-bat of the night. Pitch was called a strike on the outside corner. Deminu, single, a double, and then reached on an error. 0-1. Popped up. Shallow right field. Moving over is Jones. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. We roll on to the 8th. Elks trail 10-5 on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 8th inning. New pitcher in for the Walla Walla Sweets as the Sweets are up by 5. Pitch missed in tight, 2-0. It's Jet Walker, the righty out of Cedar Hills, Utah. Jet Walker with 3 innings pitched so far this summer and just 1 appearance. 2-0 to Jones is grooved down the heart of the plate. Braden Jones, RBI single earlier this game, but nothing more. 2-1 fastball, just a bit inside. Jed Walker, another Colorado Mesa product. In 2026, a 3.38 ERA. 3-1 fastball grounded softly to the left side. The third baseman and Young will field. Throw to first. 1 out. Bringing up Adam Fulton. Threw often, Buckley did. 21 and a third, or Walker rather. Fastball's called a strike. Buckley being the catcher. .32 Ks for Walker and just 7 walks at Colorado Mesa as he blows the 0-1 by Fulton. So great numbers there in relief, and now another chance to work. 0-2 fastball, 3-pitch strikeout on Fulton. Two gone in the 8th. Dmitry Sisidko steps in from the right side. Looking for positives if you're the Elks. Sisidko's been one of them. Squares to bunt and fouls it back. Or he didn't foul it back. It didn't touch anything. It went just right past the catcher. Appears that that's a new backstop as well. 1-0. Fastball called a strike at the knees. Sisidko has 3 hits. He's been that lone bright spot for the Elks in a game that's been not so positive. And he's reached in all 4 plate appearances. 1-1 fastball line into right field and down for a hit. A 4-hit night for Dmitry Sisidko. How about that? Baseball, obviously a team sport, but Sisidko's got to feel good because he's had himself a really good day at the dish. Turns it over to Keaton Nadeau. Walker fires. Fastball that's called a strike on the outside corner. A true handful of fans still left here at Borleski Stadium in Game 2. Between the Elks and the Sweets, getting late. Just past 9:15 local time. Sisidko, huge lead off of first. The 0-1 fastball is called a strike. And he'll swipe second without a throw. You don't even blame Walla Walla. Up 5 here. There's no need to even worry about the base runner. Oh, 2. Slider misses down and away. Time is called between catcher and Walker. Just a quick chat, maybe to change up a sign with a runner on second. Walker comes set and looks home. 1-2. Fastball, cold, strike 3 at the base of the zone. And that one also looked low. Taking the bat out of Keaton Nadeau's hands is Taylor Schneider. I get it, you're expanding the zone at this stage of the game, but it's frustrating. That's 2 now tonight that, in all honesty, weren't that close to the strike zone. To the bottom of the 8th, 10-5 Walla Walla on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Braven Nason, pitcher for the Elks in the bottom of the 8th. His first inning of work. Fired a fastball that misses low. Has been a night to forget for the Bend Elks. A road trip to forget, to put it simply. Rowan Schofield, the new batter for Walla Walla, will take a fastball in the outside corner for a strike. Braven Nason from Bellingham, Washington, has a large contingent of family here tonight, and the reason I know it is because when there's only 50 fans in total and you hear a lot cheer for a guy, you can kind of connect the dots as the 1-1 breaking ball is called the strike. Pretty cool. Walla Walla not too far from Bellingham, so here to see Braven, who is awesome. Awesome guy. Was at Skagit Valley College last year. 1-2 curveball misses down and away. Nason's 2-2. Got him swinging. Braven Nason blows the fastball by him, and there's one out. Bringing up Landon Runyon. Oh, 80s walk-up song for Runyon. First pitch swung on and missed at. One gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nason's pitch. Chopped off the plate to the left side of the infield. Fielded by Fulton. His throw to first is way over Deuce Sims' head. Rounding first and heading to second is Landon Runyon, and another Bend Elks error. A story coming in for Adam Fulton was that at school this year for George Fox, he made 0 total errors. 0. And since being in Bend, the defensive side of things has fallen apart for a really sure-handed player. Now Austin Owens. Fastball misses in tight. Braven Nason entering the ballgame tonight. 2 other appearances, 3 innings pitched in total, and a 3 ERA, but that whip over 2. So limiting the walks will be critical. One 0 the count to Owens with the top of the order on deck. Nason delivers. Fastball that misses low. Nason's 2-0. Misses down. 3 balls and no strikes. At Skagit Valley, Braven Nason had an up-and-down 2026 campaign. Just 6 appearances and 7 1/3 on the bump. An 11 ERA, though. And that whip over 2. So it's been a common theme for Nason that he has to attack that zone. And there he does with the 3-0 fastball that's called a strike. The Elks just looking to garner any sort of positivity going into the series finale tomorrow, even if they can't make that full comeback. Nason's 3-1. Grounded. Past the dive of Goodman. No, he nabbed it somehow, but he has no play as it's an infield single for Austin Owens. That looked like it was absolutely past Ooh, Goodman, a really good job by laying out and diving. It's an infield single regardless, and Austin Owens has reached in 4 of his 5 plate appearances. To the top of the order now with Peyton Knowles. Nason comes home on a breaking ball that misses down and in tight. Take another quick look, update you on some West Coast League scores. We got you just a few innings ago, but worth another look. A couple of these games final now. Nason looks into Knowles, who's been good tonight. The 1-0 is a fastball that's called a strike. Richfield on top of Port Angeles 3-1 in the bottom of the 9th. That's almost over. Kelowna beat Victoria 8-1. The 9-0 over Edmonton right now 3-0 in the top of the 9th. Marion stomping Yakima on the road 9-2, bottom 9. 1-1. Curveball called a strike. Bellingham and Springfield in that battle 7-6, bottom 9. Drifters looking to walk them off. 10-5 here, as you know, Walla Walla on top. Wenatchee up 8-1 over Kamloops in the bottom of the 9th, or bottom of the 8th. And Portland over Corvallis, 8-0 in the top of the 6th. Is the fastball on the 1-2, misses down and in tight for Nason. Braden Jones with the slight overshift to the pull side, as he always has done for Peyton Knowles. This is Knowles' 5th AB. 2-strike pitch. Cold strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. May have been a gift for Taylor Schneider, but it's getting late. So he pulls the trigger. Two outs. That was actually at bat number 6 for Knowles. That's what happens when you score 10 runs in a ball game. Now Sam Kane. Take a breaking ball that misses low. Sam Kane, a double a long time ago in that big 4th inning that's proved to be the difference. Inning where Walla Walla saw 8 runners score. 1-0 fastball, big swing and a miss. 217 average in 46 ABs with Nevada this last year. 4 runs batted in. So looking for a statement summer to put that Sam Kane name back on the map. 1-1. Big curveball, called a strike. The entire Bend Elks bullpen is now migrated to the Bend Elks dugout. So Braven Nason will be the arm for the foreseeable future, unless maybe the Elks score 5 in the 9th, and you never know after that. 1-2. Curveball misses outside. I don't know if Pfeiffer just didn't see it, but it kicks off the glove near the dugout. Both runners move up 90 feet, and that's a passed ball on Pfeiffer. Two. Got him swinging on the curveball, and that will end the inning. Braven Nason, even though it wasn't the cleanest frame, did strike out the side. Elks need 5 in the 9th. Playing catch-up, the story of this entire road trip. We're back after this, hoping for some runs on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Ninth inning, Elks need 5 to keep this one rolling, and the batter is Richie Klosik, who will take a breaking ball that misses outside. It's the righty Walker's second inning of work. Looking to secure the series win for the Sweets. 1-0 fastball, called a strike on the outside corner. Klosik, Sims, and Pfeiffer. One final shot for Bend. 1-1. Fastball misses away. Klosik, his last time through, had the big 3-run homer. The Elks have lacked in the extra base hit department, bottom 4 in the league, so getting a home run feels really good. 2-1 breaking ball, called a strike. And in the modern game of baseball where extra base hits and on-base percentage dominate, you really have to execute on those fronts. 2-2. Popped up, foul, and out of play. The Elks didn't have a home run in the Marion series. I'm trying to go back and see when that last homer was. I really believe, as the 2-2 misses down and away, that it was a week ago today when Aiden Tallarico hit 2 in one game. We're going to do some diving into this. 3-2 misses high, ball 4. So Richie Klosik has had himself a good night. Reaches as the leadoff batter. Bringing up Deuce Sims. The pitch. Swung through on a fastball right down the heart of the plate. It's pretty crazy to think, but there are some teams in the WCL without any home runs. But yes, the Elks entering tonight, the only 2 home runs this season before Richie Klosik were both via Aiden Tallarico, as the 0-1 is fouled straight back. And those both came a week ago today. So the slug inside for the Elks and doing damage just simply hasn't been there. 0-2 to Sims. Fastball misses up. Sims's first AB of the night. Made a lot of improvements this offseason. Much stronger. The swing looking better. We're looking for Deuce to put it together. But here he punches out on the 1-2 for the first out of the ninth. Bringing up Isaac Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer been working all night behind the dish. First pitch he sees, he swings through. Oh, 1. Fastball misses away. At no point last season did the Elks lose 5 games in a row. That was not a part of any losing streak, and they're on the brink of doing that as the 1-1 misses up and in tight. Now I'm on a mission to go back through the records and see when the last time this happened. 2-1 to Pfeiffer. Fastball misses high. Looking back at 2024, don't see anything yet. 3-1. Fastball fouled right back. It's a full count. Even in 2024, the Elks never lost 5 straight games. So that's enough for me in the Alan Cox era. This would be Alan Cox in year 3, his longest losing streak. 3-2 fastball misses high, but we're not done yet. So why am I even going there? 2 runners on via the walk. Bringing up Noble Ortega. Noble Ortega and these Elks still trail by 5. Walker fires. Fastball that's called a strike. Walla Walla, their offense has been their story, and once again tonight, big offensive showing. Their second game this year with double digits in the run column. 0-1 heater runs in tight and plunks Noble Ortega. A loud sound of flesh and 3 free passes has loaded the bases for the Bend Elks and loaded the bases for Will Goodman. A bloop and a blast. And this game is flipped on its head. Will Goodman is 1 for 4 tonight with a single that came back in the 4th. Walker goes to the windup and fires. Fastball that's called a strike. Klosick on third. Pfeiffer on second. Ortega on first. The wind and the 0-1. Fastball, called to strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-2. Has to protect. The delivery misses low. A good block by the Sweets backstop. Waiting on deck is Braden Jones, the lefty bat. Then it would be Adam Fulton after him, the bottom of this Elks order. Gotten a rally gifted. We saw this back in the Marion series. The Elks weren't able to take advantage. 1-2. Fastball, grounded softly to the shortstop, and Owens comes in, fields, goes to second for 1. That's all they'll get. No throw by Hosson to first. Klosick comes in on the fielder's choice. It's 10-6. Man, Aiden Tallarico is going to get a bat. So, one of the best hitters for the Bend Elks will step up with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Coming off the bench. Fastball home, misses outside. Tallarico's been in a bit of a slump of his own, dealing with a back issue after getting hit with a line drive in batting practice. 1-0 fastball, called a strike, but it's loosened up over the last couple of days. He hasn't been playing in the field, though. Last night was the Elks' designated hitter. In a pinch hit spot, though. 1-1 fastball, misses down and away. It's 2-1. He has the ability to make this a one-run game. 2 of the Elks' 3 home runs in 2026 have come via number 1 in gold, who's in a hitter's count here. Walker comes home. Fastball, big swing and a miss, and the Elks are down to their final strike. Tallarico looking for some late life. Walker comes home. Got him swinging on a fastball, and that will end the ball game. The Bend Elks have dropped their 5th straight game after starting off the season 3-0, marking the longest losing streak in the Alan Cox era at 5. This is something that the Bend Elks have not been used to under Alan Cox, making the playoffs in back-to-back seasons, and despite having road struggles last year, there was not a point where we had anything this extreme. 2023 was the Elks' last 5-game losing streak. And it was a little bit later in the summer, June 22nd through June 27th. They lost 1 against Springfield, 4 against Ridgefield. And some of those came at home, granted, so that's a much different season. But these road struggles are real. You come into a road trip and you're looking to play 500 baseball. It was under nobody's radar to go 0-5 in the first 5. And now just hoping to come to the park tomorrow and turn things around before a couple of non-leagues next week, but a really tough Corvallis team coming into Gena next weekend. You never overreact. It's a long summer. But frustrating to say the least. Looking at the positives, credit to Jabari Simon coming in out of the bullpen. In a night where the Elks, as a staff, were not very good, Jabari Simon was. And he was pounding the strike zone. He came in after the 8th spot in the 4th inning. He was amidst the cleanup duty. How do you manage that? And he did pretty well. 3 innings pitched, only 2 hits allowed, 3 Ks, 2 walks. Braven Nason had a good 9th inning with an inning and striking out the side. And then Richie Klosik clubbed his first home run as a Bend Elk in the 7th, a 3-run blast to left field. That got the Elks closer, but at that point they were already down 10-2, and it was just too much to come back from. On Walla Walla's side, they really swung it all night long. 14 total hits. And another thing that jumps out on that stat page, 5 total errors for the Elks. Regardless of the pitching and the makeup of the contest, when you commit 5 errors, it's tough to win a baseball game. There were 8 total errors in this game. Walla Walla committed 3 of them. But the Elks got to find a way to get off the schneid tomorrow. Carter Hess will be the starting pitcher for the Bend Elks. And should have the probable here momentarily for the Walla Walla Sweets before we sign off, so you know what you're getting into tomorrow. Walla Walla's throwing Curtis Ellis tomorrow. So Ellis versus Hess. 6:05 first pitch from here at Borleski Stadium. Just moving your day up 30 minutes. And then the Elks will head back to Bend. And I promise you, these dudes want to get off the road because it has been nightmarish. Your final lines, 10 runs for Walla Walla, 6 for the Elks, 14 hits for the Sweets, who keep swinging it. The top 5 offensive team in the entire West Coast League. Just 10 hits for the Elks. But still, the offense, when you look at it collectively, 10 hits, 6 runs, that's going to win a lot of games. 5 errors, though, for the Elks and 3 for the Sweets. The Elks moved to 3-5. Walla Walla now 5-3. Series finale tomorrow here at Borleski Stadium. But until then, I'm Aiden O'Neill.